Good evening everybody, Car Biker here on a glorious evening. It feels like summer. With Graham tonight, he's behind me, I'm leading the way, which is why I've got the sat-nav on, because my sense of direction is pretty hopeless. I'm more an explorer and see where you end up and then hope you can find your way home type person than a good at finding my way to places person. But saw the evening, well, all day actually, it's been absolutely beautiful. So saw the evening was staying the same, if not getting better. Thought I've got to get the bike out. So we're going for a little ride. I'm going to go to the Aldro Rath Tumulus, because it's quite funny taking Graham to Mounds of Earth, so that when we get there he goes, "Is that it?" So this is, I guess, probably going to be a video called Aldro Rath Tumulus, but it's more just an explore really. And I'm testing out my new screen position. I thought I'd try and adjust the screen a bit, see if it makes a difference to the buffeting and the sound quality. Definitely feels different on the bike, definitely less buffety around my helmet. I can feel a bit more on my chest, and I guess some of it's going over the helmet, but who knows what that will do to the sound quality of the video, which is what I really care about. The noise on the helmet I deal with earplugs, so hopefully this comes out okay. I'll tell you a bit about the Aldro Rath Tumulus. It's a Tumulus. It's a very small man-made hill, much smaller than the one with all the fairy stories around it. It's probably a burial ground. It's in a bit of Yorkshire that is well known for medieval burial grounds, but I don't know a great deal about it. What I do know is that it's at the end of a road that looks incredibly pretty, and that I don't think I've been down before, although Graham says he thinks I probably have, so who knows. As I say, a lot of the time I don't really know where I am, so it's quite possible I've been down it before. It's Saxondale. This is the road with the good bends on that I like. Doing this one and then we'll be coming off and going onto the lanes. This is the road that I put in my first of the bike challenge videos. I don't know why I like it, but I just do. Well, I do know why I like it, for the reasons I said in the video. I've finally got round to cleaning the bike as well. It was quite a nice day yesterday too, so I thought I'd clean the bike, and I really should have taken it for a ride afterwards, but it wasn't as late as I thought it was, so I kind of packed everything away and then realised there was still plenty of time to go for a ride, but the moment was gone. But it does mean it's nice and clean, and that the Tumulus that we're going to, it is very much not an impressive sight, I don't think, but behind it is a very picturesque view, so I might get a snap of the bike in front of the view, turn it into a fridge magnet. I've got a fridge magnet for every other bike I've owned, I haven't got one for this one. Kite just swooping down. There he goes, or she, after something, but it looks like it missed. And I'm finally on a lane. The other part of not being very good with the old directions and relying on sat-nav is sometimes what you think is a lane on the map isn't. But we got there in the end. I'm sure it'll be a roundabout route and not a sensible one necessarily, but I don't care. just such a nice evening. I could just ride around in circles and still be enjoying just being out on the bike. Don't want to catch one of them potholes up. The way that I planned the route was basically to say I'm starting where I live and I'm heading to Aldro, or Aldro, don't know how you pronounce it, and I let it plan the route. And then I thought, I know that road is too big, I don't want to go on it, so we'll move a pin across a bit and let it reroute it. And by the time I'd added, I think, 7 alternative routes, it had come up with this line. So I have no idea where I'm going. Well, I know where I'm going, I just don't know how I'm getting there. But I definitely recognise this road. I think my long ride the other week with Graham, the Lanes ride, where we're just out on the, I think I called it the road less travelled or something along that line, the video. I think we came down here on that one, where we managed to do a whole day of riding for about 40 miles. Or 40 miles travelled, and yeah, it was, by the time we'd finished and had a cup of tea and all that kind of thing, we'd been out a good 4 hours, I think. Our average speed was not high, but the enjoyment was. That's the junction that I went up the hill the other week with Graham, with a car coming the other way. I didn't realise just how much of the the roads would be coming down where from that ride. It's a good job that ride was so long that I couldn't possibly put the whole video up, and I can actually show you some areas from the same roads potentially that weren't in the last video. It is such a pretty piece of road to come down with the hills, and more sheep out today than there were last time. It does feel like a bit of a pass really, going between the hills here. Natural hills, of course. Curving around the road, just having to follow the hills rather than cutting through them. As I've said before, around this area we don't have the big hills. Got to go a bit further west or a bit further north for those, but we do have some beautiful countryside. Sheep to the left of me, cows to the right. There's some horns on them. Glad they're behind a fence that's definitely strong enough to stop half a ton of cow coming through. That's a proper old Land Rover, that one. Must watch the road and not the view, Richard. Oh, well, we're here. That's surprised me a bit. Apparently the Tumulus is here, and my phone decided to go black then, I don't know why. Where is it then? Where is it? I did not realise that so much of that ride was the ride we did the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that at all.
Yeah, Aldro Farm.
Yeah.
That road's getting really bad back there.
The bit through the hills is beautiful, the tarmac's amazing.
Yeah.
And then there it just all falls apart, eh?
I've got heavy vehicles.
Yeah. Apparently the Tumulus is here somewhere, but I missed it. I don't know about you. But it's over there on the left, so...
On the left?
I don't know how I missed it. I think it's just past the trees on the left.
Right.
I think I was that much looking over there at the view. I mean, it's... Yeah. So, I'm going to spin the bike round, I think, and have a photograph, and then I'll just nip back there and see if I can see it. There's not a lot to it, to be fair.
No.
Eurofighters, I think. Couple of Typhoons, I think. Just over there, aren't they?
Well, there they are. I'm looking through that.
I think the Eurofighter Typhoons.
Yeah.
That's us, isn't it?
Say again.
So yeah, Eurofighters.
Yeah. Oh, that's clever.
So you were right. I definitely have done that road before.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks ago with you.
Yeah. But these are the nice roads to ride.
Absolutely. So let's see if we can see it. Yeah, we've got a nice picture in front of that view, so shame it's so hazy. A bit of logging going on. It'll be even smaller than I thought if the problem is I can't see it over this tiny bank. I think it's this bit here. I told you it wasn't going to be special, didn't I? I think it's just this little bit of hill here. Yep, little earthwork. And there it is. Tiny. You know it's small when a big chunk has been taken out of it by a Land Rover tyre. There you go.
Is that it? I thought it was a manure.
Oh dear me. So this is the Tumulus with a little bit around it, little ditch around it and some walls, and almost certainly it's a burial chamber underneath there. Yeah, it's not as we say, it's a featurette. But today was more about coming and seeing the roads. And look at that. Apparently that's Rydale. Hopefully the camera will give some kind of view of this. It's always hard with these cameras to get views of big open spaces without them just disappearing into a few pixels on the screen. Right, so we've seen the grandeur of the Tumulus. Graham is now going to lead the way to another area that he wants to go and see. Seaway's first bike night of the year. I fear that yours may be better than mine. We keep getting buzzed by those Eurofighters. You can hear them coming over again. Using this area for a bit of low-level combat training by the look of it. There's 2 Eurofighters chasing 2 other Eurofighters. We saw them a couple of times while we were stopped coming over and then dropping very low down below the level of the hills. Not these hills, but the distant hills. Doing a bit of practicing. Here we are at Seaways. Let's see if it's more of a spectacle than my hill was. What do we think? It looks remarkably not busy for a bike night, to be fair. But I think it probably still wins. So Graham, the important question is, which is better, this place with all its motorbikes and coffee,
Or the hump.
or the hump?
Or the hump.
The hump wins. Thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Maybe from another hump.